Hello and welcome to the Goofy Movies Podcast, episode 7.
Yes.
Joining me today, as usual, I have Adam,
Hello.
I have Connor, and you have me, baby. All right. With that out of the way, what do y'all want to talk about this week when it comes to the Goofy movies and their related works?
Well, I don't think I was gonna say I'm watching more and more Goof Troop.
Mm-hmm.
There's episodes that kind of contradict themselves because I mentioned like it was a last episode or the episode before that where they were talking about how Goofy did nothing in high school. He didn't join any sports teams or anything besides cheerleading. But then and like another episode, it mentions that he was on both he was played both baseball and football, and he wasn't just like just some nobody. He was the star pitcher and also the star quarterback.
For like the
His
high
high
school stuff?
schools, yeah.
No, because the episode said he did nothing after high school. That was the key point, was it not?
But also no, it was when Max was going through his high school yearbook. He's like, "Hey, Dad, did you join any teams?" It's like, "Oh, you were on the." It's like you played basketball. He's like, "Oh, nope." I fell in, and he was like, "You didn't play any sports?" And he was like, "Nope, no siree."
Okay. Oh yeah, like maybe Goofy doesn't think of it like that's what I'm saying. Like
But
Goofy
it's
is a little bit of an unreliable narrator. It seems like.
it's weird though, because I mean, in that episode, he made a big deal about it because he gave him for his birthday, he gave him his old um baseball bat and glove because he wanted him to sign him up for Little League, and he made a big deal about being a good player just like he was.
Hmm.
Yeah, but but something really big that was in one of the episodes that gives credence to the actor theory.
Oh, go on.
Okay, in the episode, Goofy has typical hijinks and he falls over, and Max goes over, like, "Dad, are you okay?" And he's like, in a bit of a ditzy, and he starts saying like, "I'd like to thank the Academy for this award." Yuck. And it's just like, and I'm like, "Oh,
Hmm.
Nani?"
That is a very specific thing to like go to, because usually like a lot of those sequences do have a tendency to like the character to revert back to like one of their more basic ideas and desires. So like or like things that they wanted to do. So yeah, that does lead a bit of credence to the actor theory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because whenever Pete gets hit on the head, he goes back to his childhood. He'd be like, "But mommy, I want the puppy with the bent ear," or something like that.
Okay, interesting.
So it's like it does. There's some the theory holds a bit of water with this.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Connor? You watched any Goofy related material in the past week?
Um, I the only thing that I've really gone over is how much I like Tank from Extremely Goofy Movie.
Yeah, he's like
Talks about it a lot.
he's like actually like kind of an enjoyable character, is he? Like, isn't he?
And he's played by Brad Garrett from Everybody Loves
Everybody loves Raymond.
which I love.
Oh, okay.
Which makes a
Oh,
lot
sure.
of sense.
Everyone loves Raymond.
He's just a real charming character. I see what you did there, by the way.
Yeah.
But he's like a real charming character. I love the way he's drawn, like
Yeah.
the big dude. I mean, aside from that, I haven't been watching any more Goof Troop, even though it is a wealth of knowledge, even if the knowledge contradicts itself.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, so speaking of Tank, one of the gammas, I want to bring up Bradley Uppercuts the Third, and I when I was younger, I don't fucking remember him being so goddamn Bradley being so goddamn obviously crazy, and
Yeah, it's completely off fucking rails.
it could like crazy or like what's the other word I'm looking for? Like manipulate, like well, like
Psychotic.
yeah, like psychotic and shit. Cause like I remember him kind of being a bit more subdued about it, if I'm being honest.
Really?
Same. I kind of remember him not being, him giving little fucking creepy ass smiles or
Dude,
just
yeah,
fucking
I don't-
toothy smiles. I'm like,
I
bro.
don't
The way
remember
he's
him.
drawn, awesome. I love it.
Oh yeah, it's great, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like I don't remember him giving like the crazy eyes every second like he was on screen. I thought he was a bit more like kind of like calm, cool, collected until toward the end when things weren't really going his way.
Right.
Yeah.
But he doesn't really. It's like nah, that nigga is fucking wild.
Yeah.
There we go.
Shut up.
I didn't want to say anything, but yep, he said it.
I can't. It's just a part of my vernacular. Can't stop myself because it's just like I'm talking to my friends, you know. Like I had to like get into like a mindset to like block out that word, you know.
Again, for the audience at home, he is not white. He is a person of color, just to clarify.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, like mhm.
I was gonna say Goofy was ready to fuck him up when he was like throwing him out of the gammas when he was like trying to threaten him with the pool cue and Goofy just grabbed it from him.
Oh yeah.
It looked like he was ready to fuck him up.
Oh yeah, dude. He was about to say boil, and then
Boil.
do the tornadoes.
Boy,
Yeah, man. Funny part is that most likely Goofy would have like won that fight, considering like how Goofy is.
the only reason that they even won was just sheer numbers. That was it. Like when they threw him out.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Another thing I wanted to bring up, because yeah, I watched a lot of Extremely Goofy. I watched an Extremely Goofy movie this week, and man, like, I really, really, really like that movie. Like, I'm so goddamn surprised how much I really enjoyed that movie. Because it feels like a really, really nice, perfect capstone for Goofy, specifically. Because he really feels like his character moved on from being stuck just as Max's dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He has his own life now.
Yeah, he really genuinely feels like he's going to enjoy his life with Sylvia from this point on, which is another reason why it's so upsetting that Sylvia hasn't popped up in another work since. And hasn't been with Goofy specifically.
In the most recent DuckTales, Goofy himself shows up in it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's those Mickey Mouse cartoons where Goofy pops up in also.
And I guess what's it called? Like House of
Mouse.
Probably after.
Nah, House of Mouse. People say House of Mouse takes place after an Extremely Goofy movie because it.
No, but it literally came out after.
It came out after an Extremely Goofy movie. That much is true. But like Max's age is like kind of indistinguishable because he looks around an Extremely Goofy movie's age, but at the same time he doesn't necessarily have to be. You know what I mean?
That could be like the summer before or after, whatever, something like that.
That's what yeah, exactly. Like that could totally be him, like it's like junior or senior year of high school. Also,
Right.
Because Goofy is, I mean, Max in a Goofy movie is like what, 16?
In a Goofy movie,
Like he's around that age.
We went over
15 to 16, I think.
Like he's around 15, 16.
Yeah.
But the credence I feel like House of Mouse takes place after Extremely Goofy movie is like he reconnects with Roxanne because like it's like, oh my god, Roxanne's back, and I'm like, why would she be if it's like why would she have left?
Wait, is that said? Did you see the episode?
I haven't seen it in a while, but I swear to God, I remember her. It's like, oh, she's back. It's like, Roxanne, you're back. I
Yeah,
feel
but
because
like, okay, so you can't claim that without actually knowing what it said, though.
no, but I'm saying like I'm feeling like that is, and if that is, then House of Mouse canonically takes place after Extremely Goofy movie because
Well, yeah, yeah, like, but that you don't know what the context of the statement is said in. You know what I mean?
There's a very easy way we can solve this.
Is watch
to the
the fucking
Wikipedia.
You can just go look at it.
Yeah, I mean, like, or like go to the Wikipedia or like watch the episode. But that's what I'm saying, because what I'm saying is like, like maybe like she left because like the club, the House of Mouse, because Max was being a jerk or whatever it wasn't, and then she came back to the club. It's like, Roxanne, you're back, like and stuff. Like that's the thing. Like the context matters as to why, because like yeah, again, there was another YouTube channel that did say the exact same thing, but yeah, again, it's not really confirmed. And another thing that's kind of weird is like Roxanne looks like she's still in her high school age.
Yeah, she's like wearing the same clothes that she did.
Yeah, like well, she even like looks like the same size almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, yeah, it's true.
So like it would, like, and also not to be rude, but Goofy's a fucking waiter. that doesn't require a goddamn college degree. You know?
Yeah, but the takeaway isn't
The
necessary.
.com crash, of early 2000s and the housing bubble, even with a college degree in that day and age, jobs are hard to come by.
I mean, yes, but
Especially for an older man.
Well, yeah, but Goofy would have probably gotten a job in like shortly after college.
Huh.
I would imagine. That's what I'm saying. Like him, like him getting a job as like like yeah, it doesn't make sense to me that like a college degree guy would be working like a waiter job, like that's what I'm saying. Like that makes more sense to me. Like when, especially considering like in between Goof Troop and then like the beginning of an Extremely Goofy movie, Goofy seems to just do random jobs in general. So I would assume, personally, that would be one of his off jobs that he had during that time.
Maybe he's making money off of the cartoons that are running in House of Mouse.
Well, yeah,
they're paying, and definitely they say at the beginning of every cartoon and House of Mouse, like here's the next Donald cartoon or that's Goofy cartoon. They specifically say cartoon, so it's definitely like movies and where they're actors in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like a home video. I don't know why I even thought a home video. That'd be stupid.
Yeah. But yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of that stuff. House of Mouse is like a really weird anomaly. And if we're being honest, it doesn't really matter much. Because even if House of Mouse takes place after the Extremely Goofy movie, by the time we're getting to Twice Upon a Christmas, they're not together anymore. Because he's with Mona at that point. As much as we like or hate it.
I hate it.
I mean, hey, sometimes the couples don't work, man. I don't know. It's over the dumbest reason too, and she has the exact same fucking voice actress.
That's the thing that fucks me up.
Yeah, that's totally the thing. That's like, bruh.
Like that just means that she was like in the script. Like in the script, that was.
Well,
I had to change it.
Well, we know that. We already know that it was meant to be Roxanne. We know that she was meant to be Roxanne, but she became what's her called instead?
Mona.
Yeah, like because they couldn't because the CG technology at the time couldn't get down Roxanne's hair.
It's just weird because like there is like a short hair, like like an Extremely Goofy movie, that redhead girl working at the laundromat, like the dry cleaners or wherever.
Yeah,
She's cute. She had a cute short haircut. They could have just easily just copied and pasted that for, Roxanne, and just say
that
like
girl,
you got a haircut, and it would have looked nice.
Yeah, they could
And
have easily just said like, it was a haircut situation, but they didn't.
Yeah, I don't know why. It just
Yeah,
seems
it's a weird.
like an easy fix.
Yeah, it does seem like an easy fix, but they just didn't do it. you know.
Well, they hate redheads. I mean, no, they don't. They just hate Roxanne.
Roxanne is a really weird anomaly,
Yeah.
man. She really is. I'm very. You know what? I would love to do a poll about that. About like if Max were to return, would you also want Roxanne to return? And then be an actual proper couple, when you get introduced to them again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah. I mean, I know the consensus of this group. Me, you, and Connor, I think, all agree that we would want Roxanne to be with Max.
I mean, yes.
Yeah, that's all. That's something we all agree on. But if it's true or not, if that's what's gonna happen, we don't know. Goddamn.
Nice.
Thank you. Another thing. No,
I was just gonna say like, well, because I rewatched the Extremely Goofy movie like last week, and I was just like, fuck, I forgot how sultry and seductive Sylvia's voice is.
Dude,
Yeah.
yet again, God, I have no idea. She has a very recognizable voice, though. She's done a lot of other voice work.
For no reason. It's like, even like when he's
Wow.
like studying,
Go,
like even when he's
go.
go Goofy, go. I'm like, stop.
Dude, God, Sylvia is genuinely so perfect. She's such a great. She's so dude, that's another thing I think about when I Goofy is a guy she doesn't judge him for going to college again. She doesn't judge him that he's possibly jobless. She sees that he's kind of the same stuff as him, and then just thinks he's just accepts Goofy as he is, and then immediately wants to be dating him. How it touches your heart,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's my boy Goofy.
Yeah, exactly. He's
He
yo,
deserves to win.
yeah, my boy Goofy deserves to win. Come on, bring her back.
Oh.
Bring her back. I don't want to see this Clarabelle bullshit anymore.
Yeah.
Yo, for real, goddamn fucking Disney.
What a downgrade.
Yeah, what a fucking downgrade.
I didn't. Wait, what's this?
Clarabelle?
Clarabelle?
Yeah, that's the fucking
Obnoxious
right?
fucking character. She's
Yeah,
an obnoxious cow.
Yeah,
Not
she's
even
a cow.
being mean, she's a literal cow.
Yeah, she's an obnoxious cow who I think I'm assuming she was part of the original cartoons because she's
She
designed
was.
she was designed older, but it's we moved on, bro. We're on to better pastures. That character could
She's
exist.
old and busted. Sylvia's the new hotness.
The new hotness. Yeah. Exactly.
One
Give me
other
a
thing
second,
before
give
I
me a second.
forget. Oh. I'm just making the clapping sound so that we know to cut this out.
Sound of Sylvia's cheeks clapping.
Mm.
We're leaving this in.
Oh no! Hold on. Oh my! I'm trying to do my job at the library, but I'm so dummy thick, and the sound of my ass cheeks clapping is disturbing the readers.
I'm not disturbed at all. I like the way your ass claps.
I think we're gonna have to leave this in now because the jokes are funny. He'll listen to it and then he'll decide if he wants to edit this out.
All right, I'm back now. So you're
Just
saying?
making joke. We were making jokes to kill time. But what I was gonna say is, because you can now, since you've seen it fresh in your mind, the fucking weird jump cut of Goofy just sobbing into old stuff there, and then the next scene it's Max and friends having hijinks on the road is so weird.
Oh yeah, it's bizarre. It's a really. I mean, we discussed that last week, and I saw it last week.
Yeah, but I mean, we did discuss this. I think after we recorded.
No,
No, we didn't.
because we talked a little bit about an extremely goofy movie. Because I had seen some bit of an extremely goofy.
No,
movie.
because I don't think we did, or because I even made like the Batman joke, and I don't remember that being in the episode.
Okay, but yeah, like that is a really weird scene.
There's just a lot of scenes Goofy just openly sobbing in this movie. I'm like, why are you doing this?
Not a lot. But
enough.
Like two major
Alright,
scenes.
enough.
But yeah, we're talking.
Goofy tear up is hard to deal with.
It is very hard to deal with. Do we have anything else we want to say about Clarabelle? Or are we just done with that?
Well. So when did that happen?
So
House of Mouse.
Well, no, I'm not sure if House of Mouse. I mean,
No,
she
they kind
probably
of hit it off, and they kind of flirted a lot in House of Mouse.
Oh God, I hope not. Because if that's
They-
true, and if House of Mouse takes afterwards, what does that mean about what happened to Sylvia?
Fuck. She died in the towers.
Hey, yo, that's a callback, bro. I fucking hope not.
Well, it comes down to this: who do we want more, Sylvia or Roxanne?
Give me Sylvia, man.
Yeah, give me
Give me
Sylvia.
some soft mommy vibes, man.
Yo, Sylvia is a supportive queen, bro. She's the supportive queen who loves Goofy for who he is, bro.
It's true.
Like, like hell yeah. She's supportive of both like her of Goofy and like his son. Cause she's cheering for Max at the X Games also when time by the college X Games when time comes.
Mm-hmm. She was
So-
in the stands.
What's it called? When I think about it, couldn't you say that like the ending of Extremely Goofy Movie like ties to the theme of the movie better than the first movie?
Absolutely.
Because they actually work together, whereas like the Powerline concert feels tacked on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it. Well, yeah, exactly. It does feel. It feels extremely tacked on. Like it's just like, oh well, we set up this this thing, so we have to see it to its fruition. We have to see it to its conclusion, obviously. But yeah, like you don't see Max and Goofy, their realization really get them to the Powerline concept. They're just there. Yeah. So yeah.
It's just there to tie up the other plot line.
But yeah, like but Goofy like really like striking out on his own, focusing on it, like what it's important, and that being school and him, because he like his just like his being upset about Max leaving the nest cost him his factory job. Goofy's like focus on him hurting his son by outperforming him during the college X Games, the preliminaries, like it hurts him and distracts him and nearly costs him his grades during midterms.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and so him realizing he needs to focus on what's important, which that's being it's not the Gammas. That like getting involved with that is like he's too old for that, not to focus that. His grades, Sylvia, a woman that he's immediately like really actually like truly like caring about, and his relationship with Max. Not Max, but his relationship with Max is like what's important specifically.
Yeah.
That he realizes that he needs to be there for Max, but also at the same time needs to like focus on his own things. Like he realizes that his relationship needs to change with Max, and like that's important. So yeah,
yeah, because like it was her. It's like the more he tried to cling on to Max, the more it hurt both of them.
Yeah, so like,
in a way, like it's like his son's trying to strike out on his own, and he can't do that if Daddy's there, like at his hip, and also it's like Goofy. It's like he can't focus on like his own life now if he's just still, fixated on his son. Like, you did your job. You raised your son to become a man, and now he's doing it going off on his own, and now it's time for you to do the same and like be your own man again.
Yeah, exactly. Um, exactly. It's and so like him. So yeah, like like again, Goofy is totally willing to like. He's like, hey, I'm letting you know the Gammas are cheating, and he's totally willing to like just tell that and just be gone, and just watch from the sidelines and like do whatever. And he only pops up at the very end in order to help Max because Max asks him specifically. So like the whole thing comes to like the whole end like is a very final tied theme for that. So yeah, it's totally ties. But yeah, so yeah, man, like and also I wanted to bring up Bobby again because what I wanted to say about Bobby is that he actually is again I don't have a problem with the character that greatly. I don't think he's actually like a bad character, but the thing is he feels like he dates the movie a lot. But what we talked to some younger people who listened to our podcast, and they didn't know who Pauly Shore was.
That's true.
And so they're like Bobby was just a weird character. Like he was just a guy who talked like this, and like
He's just a surfer dude, like trope.
Yeah, well, Pauly Shore is a bit more than just a surfer dude persona, and I think that's kind of.
But I mean, to the younger audience.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't even know what the younger audience would consider him. That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Like he's just like a weird character. Like okay, this is just how stoner dude kind of type deal. Like that's kind of like the vibes he gives, and so like it doesn't date the movie for them. It seems like, which is interesting to me, that it doesn't at all, like date that film for them because it's like oh yeah this just isn't a thing for you guys. They don't know who Pauly Shore has faded so much into obscurity that like he doesn't even date stuff for the people who never knew him. Like that's weird. That's really weird, right?
Yeah.
Because like for us, it's just like every time Bobby talks, it's like oh my god. This dude, holy! It's just
with extra cheese.
Like it's like, dude, you're just holy shit, dude. But like again, like I don't hate the character.
He majored in cheese.
Yeah, he majored in cheese. But yeah, I don't like yeah, again, I don't hate the character. I think the character is fine. It's just like it's just one of those things. Like it's such like a weird punch in the gut kind of type deal. They're like, "Ooh, I'm old."
Yeah, like, whoa.
It's like when people like see photos of themselves, like we used to wear that,
Yeah, that's actually a really apt comparison.
Like, but yeah, like, so yeah, like it's just like it's very much like that. So, but yeah, I don't care about the because you know what, like, one of our friends were like, "Oh, hey, all this like they talking well about Bobby." Him being an unproblematic king, and I'm like, you know what? That's fair-ish because he doesn't actually do anything bad. I mean, yeah, he flirts with Beret Girl like 2 times, but it's just like, hey, that's not like a problem. Dude shot his shot and got shot down. That's you can't blame the guy for trying. But if we remember, Bobby is the one who gave Max the pep up speech to stay in school, stay in the same school, and not let the Gammas and his dad, ruin his goals and dreams and aspirations.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, like it's very exactly. So God damn it, I just I find it really fucking funny to this day that she's called fucking Beret Girl.
We still can't get over this.
Yeah, like
And we shouldn't.
you know what, like I wish we could talk to the director of an extremely goofy movie. I wish if we
You
got
reach out to him on Twitter.
yeah, I might actually do it honestly. Because the thing is so actually interestingly enough, so after the podcast I was doing a little bit of research on Peg from Goof Troop, and and the director in 2020, this year of the Lord, this current fucking year of the Lord, the director of a Goofy movie talked about why Peg and Pistol weren't in the movie.
Which is fucking wild.
This the 2020th year of the Lord, 25 years after the fucking release of a Goofy movie, did he finally talk about why the fuck Peg and Pistol aren't there? And the reason they're not there is because an extremely goofy movie is such an inherently father-son story, and Pete's and PJ's, like mirror reflection of like what a bad father-son relationship is compared to a good father-son relationship is like they just felt that that Peg and Pete would have just watered down the movie and they would have like added nothing. Which is fair, but that doesn't answer what the fuck happened in an extremely goofy movie where they also don't pop up at all. Like Peg and Pistol could have totally been there for the farewell party, for the farewell barbecue.
Didn't we? I guess I don't know. They're like unceremoniously like.
You just said for the director said in an extremely goofy movie. That's why it was like throwing me off.
It's the director for the Goofy movie.
Movie, yeah. So I understand. Yeah, it makes sense why they're not in a Goofy movie, and I agree with that. It's like, all right,
but
could have still had a throwaway line that they still exist, but
yeah, you could have thrown in like a shot that like Peg and Pistol were like watching the Powerline concert at their own home, like back at home.
Yeah, but it's so weird that like they're not there, they're not mentioned, and also it's made explicit that they're not there with the way Pete was celebrating, like I'm gonna have the house to myself, oh freedom at last.
Yeah, like he really makes it seem like there's nobody in the house, so it's just like so we can assume that they're supposed to be together in a Goofy movie because of the sheer fact that the director tried. That's what the director initial planning was originally planning to have Peg and Pistol, but like in extremely Goofy movie, that's what I'm saying. I want to ask about that so much. Also, I want to make a retraction to something I said like I think last episode, because Pistol is only 4.5.
Yep.
So yeah, like she would have been like what 9 by the time come a Goofy movie, because like Max is like 11.5, right?
She would be like 7.5.
What?
Because let's see. Because Max is about 11.5, so I'm going like close to 12. And he's about 15 to 16, so it's like 3 to 4 years. So she's 4.5. She's like either 7.5 to 8.5.
Yeah, exactly. Like yeah, like so yeah, like so yeah, like so yeah. I was totally wrong about the time frame about their ages. So yeah, I have to own. You have, as much as like we're shooting theories like with the thinnest of threads, we gotta admit when we're wrong.
When information comes up, it's facts are facts.
Facts are facts. But yeah, man. But yeah, so there's something else I wanted to talk about. Yeah, anything like while I rack my brain, anything you guys want to talk about?
Well, since we're mentioning Peg and Pistol, I was watching like the last episode I watched of Extreme Goof of Goof Troop. Man, it's like what a piece of shit like Pete really is, because like Max was actually trying to do something nice for Goofy, and it was like trying to do like it was like America's Funniest Home Video sort of deal, and the grand prize was a trip to Hawaii, and he wanted to give a trip to his dad because his dad could never afford to give them a vacation. He was like, my dad deserves a vacation. And he was like filming Goofy's like typical hijinks, which would like pretty much guarantee first place. And
Yeah,
when
especially
Pete,
considering
yeah,
like that shit doesn't kill him.
hmm yeah, and so like Pete, like got this like her $10,000 vacation free. He basically stole the tape and like
Submitted
accepted.
himself.
Yeah,
Wow.
and like Max was fucking pissed off, as was Peg and Pistol. They were like, "That's like really fucked up what they did."
Yeah,
And
that's what they said verbatim. Hey, Dad, that's fucked up.
well, no, but like was really.
Fucked up of you, Dad. Go on,
But like, what's funny was just like she's like, "Oh, he's gonna get that tub of lard's gonna get a mouthful when I get home. I'm gonna unleash my secret weapon." And it's like, "What's that?" And she's like, "My mouth," and I'm just like.
And you can't add a visual element to this cot. Fuck you. It Adam was the fucking that fucking face
The Lenny face
and
and
the
the
Lenny
gif.
face and a fucking gif. But yeah, man.
But one other thing I read in like the wiki,
Mm.
apparently the voice actress for Max, that's just her normal speaking voice for Goof Troop.
Oh yeah, I was about to
Apparently.
because I was about to say I'm like voice actress
Who plays him?
in a Goof Troop, yeah, in the Goof Troop.
It's not Pamela Adlon, is it?
Let's see. It was.
I'll be honest, most voice actor names mean nothing to me. So,
Well, they mean something to me, damn it.
well, yeah, because you appreciate it a bit more than me. But yeah, man.
Dana Hill.
Oh, okay. But yeah, man, like, so, yeah, man. So yeah, like, oh, this is a thing I wanted to talk about. So, when I was watching an extremely goofy movie, one of the distractions I think the Gammas use, yeah, it's the Gammas, where in order to like kind of like steer everyone's attention away, they go, "Look, it's Mickey Mouse," and everyone's like, "Mickey Mouse! Oh my god!" And they're like,
Yeah.
and they all want to hang out. They all want to get autographs from Mickey Mouse. I'm like, so, and we know Mickey Mouse exists in this world.
Yeah.
So, because yeah, again, as I said to someone earlier, so Goofy is confirmed to be friends with Donald Duck, and not in like a cursory like ha ha reference way. I mean, kind of, but like it's when Max is on his high after performing Stand Out, being like the king of cool from school. He's on his way home, and he's like, "Hey, Dad, what are you doing? I'm packing up for a fishing trip, son. With who? Well, with my best friend, of course, Donald Duck. Huh? Who's that? Donald Duck? He says that in seriousness. He doesn't say that in jest. He says that as if he's actually asking his dad, because he's not mad at his dad. He's not being sarcastic or like.
He was actually happy for him. He was like, "Oh, Donald Duck."
Yeah, like Donald. Yeah, exactly. He says it out of like actual like, oh yeah, cool. And then he's like, no, you silly. So blah blah. And then later in the fucking song on the open road, you see Donald and Mickey. So you know Donald and Mickey are at least friendly enough to hitchhike with each other. So if they're friends, it's very likely that that all three of them friends. And if Mickey is famous, how is he famous in this world? My assumption is actor, because like, cause like again, we don't see anything out there that kind of shows otherwise. You know what I mean? Right? Am
I'm
I
trying to think, but yeah, no, I think you're right.
like the only other thing we see him is the novelty phone that Max has. So
And the Mickey Mouse underwear.
and the Mickey Mouse underwear, which yet again, there's a lot of weird celebrity products back in the day that people used to do, you know. So my assumption is that he became a actor, and he was an actor and became friends with Donald and Mickey, and like and that's what I mean. That's a good. I feel like Goofy's an extremely unreliable narrator because Goofy, like he says, I've done nothing. Like he thinks everything he does is not a big deal. Like I think Goofy kind of low key probably suffers from imposter syndrome.
Yeah, like he's like, oh, well, that was nothing. Like, he's like that kind of, like, he would shrug off.
Yeah,
Like, I have the movie on now, and he's like accidentally good at skateboarding. You know what I mean?
yeah. He just thinks like what you know what? What if Goofy is aware of his mishaps and like mistakes and his like hijinks? You know
What
what
if
I
he
mean?
was aware of them?
Yeah, because what if he was straight up aware that like some of the good things that happen in his life, it's just sheer due to his like weird hijinks of his life. So he has a hard time being like, "Oh, I deserve this," or rather, I clumsily got my way into the situation.
I kind of find it hard to imagine.
But I'm saying like, you know what I mean? But do you get where I'm coming at from?
I think so.
What if he clans up any luck that he's had in his life to like kind of like he like I did like is it oh I just like clumsily like tripped my way into it. Like what if like Goofy was aware of that fact, that like was like strictly aware of his like weird clumsy hijinksy nature of it, that he is, because he is. Because him and Max are the only characters who are really accident prone in these series.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
if you
Pete also has his
no, he's always the victim of Goofy's hijinks.
No, I mean sometimes it really is his own doing and stuff. Like it's not to an extreme extent, but like some of it, like some of them are really all like comes to his own fault.
But yeah, like we're talking about I'm talking about like on a grand scale where Goofy has it happen to him all the time. And like, what if he? That's what I'm saying. What if he just chalks up like a lot of like the weird things that happen in his life and the misgivings about it, or like whatever luck he has? Like, oh, I just accidentally got myself into this situation that just also happened got me lucky. You know, there's a possibility. You know, don't you think?
Yeah.
It would feed into the imposter syndrome situation that he might be going through. That he just believes it's all weird stuff like that. I don't know. That's just something to ruminate in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know. I mean, also, I wanted to say this is another thing I want to bring up. I feel like that the way he interacts with Sylvia further proves my theory that the wife left rather than died. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Goofy is very much willing, very much like on the kind of being like, yeah, I totally want to be with this woman. She's important to me nearly immediately. I really feel something for her. And I feel like, and like obviously, it's like, oh, it's been such a long time, and blah blah blah. Yeah, but like, if you went through a really traumatic death of someone you loved, and they were especially taken away really tragically and early, you wouldn't be quick to leave. You wouldn't be quick to feel something for someone else.
No, certainly not.
A big thing a very big clue.
Hmm.
He doesn't wear his wedding ring.
Yeah.
If she died
if
and
she died, you're right, and he still like
he
a lot of people do that, don't they? They still wear their wedding bands and shit.
yeah, like I know Goofy 100%. Like the fucking good-hearted soul that he is, he would still be wearing the wedding ring.
Yeah, he totally would.
He just
100% would.
all he has is a 1970s mood ring.
Yeah,
No, the
which
conch shell, yeah, he has a conch shell. She had the moon ring. Oh wait,
No,
no, yeah,
he has
also
one too.
he has one.
Oh, yeah.
He wears it for the date.
Interlock
Yeah.
pinkies,
Yeah,
and I
And
assume
yeah,
have sex.
they probably do have sex. Honestly,
He definitely.
Goofy definitely fucks.
She says, "This is the best night of my life," and he says, "Oh, not yet."
Wait for the cherry on top.
Oh,
Yep.
blow your
Yeah.
I couldn't even finish that one.
Also, I want to bring up another thing. There's characters wearing gloves. Like everyone like recognizes a lot of characters for wearing gloves. This isn't common in this world. There's the only characters wearing gloves in this world are Goofy, Max, Pete, PJ, Mickey, if you want to include him, and Bobby.
It's weird that like PJ. It's weird even that Bobby does.
What? It's the weirdest thing that Bobby does.
Because I can understand like it being left over from the classic like cartoons and even we'll say Goof Troop, but like it's weird that Bobby does.
Yeah, because like I asked, because like you could confirm this, right, Adam? That like characters in Goof Troop also don't wear gloves commonly. Adam,
I'm trying to think. I know Peg and Pistol don't have gloves.
they don't.
Women
Yeah,
generally don't have the gloves. I don't think Minnie has gloves.
Who?
Does she?
Who does?
Like
Minnie and Daisy both have gloves, I believe.
Daisy has
And
gloves.
Clarabelle has
Clarabelle,
gloves.
Clarabelle has.
Fucking talk about that bitch. here.
Clarabelle doesn't even have
Well, as
gloves.
far as I'm concerned, Clarabelle is just as bad as.
No, fuck. Oh god, I have to fucking mark it.
Haha.
You son of a bitch.
Have fun with that one.
Oh, I should have seen that coming.
Yeah, for real.
From this point forward, including when I just said it now, will also be censored.
That's too many censors, man.
I'll edit the video myself.
All right, I'll send it to you.
All right, word.
But yeah, like, Minnie wears gloves. I don't think Daisy wears gloves because I don't think Daisy or Donald wear gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, yeah.
But yeah, like, but Bobby is part of the illustrious few who wears gloves in this world. Is it like because like Tank doesn't, Bradley Uppercrust the Third doesn't, Powerline doesn't? I think does Powerline wear gloves?
I think he does.
I think, but that could be part of his costume for the stage.
Oh my god! What? Hold on. Real quick. I have both an extremely goofy movie on one monitor, and in the next monitor, like fucking Monster Hunter has just been like idling for like an hour or two, and a character walked off screen to the right from a Goofy movie, and then a character in like the village in Monster Hunter just walked directly from where they walked. I just rewinded it. Like, was that real? Holy fuck!
Holy shit!
You just see the guy sort of walking backwards in Monster Hunter.
Exactly.
So yeah, Powerline has gloves, but we also don't know if that's part of his costume. We would have to ask the director, and maybe he's willing to answer a question from the #1 Goofy Movies podcast.
We honestly, I feel like I don't want to say anything, but fuck it. I feel like he'd be down to talk to us.
I feel like he'd also be down to. Maybe not, because I think he would have been until they brought it back.
I was gonna say or until you drop the N word.
No, I think yeah. Again, I could probably shut it off for that episode, especially since I'm talking to someone so important. But
well, yeah, you'd be not around just your friends.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be around this fucking director who created one of the fucking best Disney movies of all time. But I was gonna say that yeah, like imagine he promotes it. But I was gonna say that like I think after the fact that like it's been promoted from this point forward, like it's being like not promoted, but like it had the re-release on the Blu-ray. I think, and especially since he's been interviewed about a Goofy movie as of recent to this year, I think he might probably have like a bit more of a like I want to have a cleaner. I don't want to have a bad image. I'm not sure if with how we carry ourselves would be like we have a 9/11 joke in the first episode, for goodness sake.
In our first episode?
Yeah, remember the whole it's just like this takes place in a pre
9/11
9/11 thing, and we even said like Sylvia died, and we ended it on the
Did we say Sylvia died in the towers?
Yeah.
That's what we said.
Oh, we did say that.
Yeah, we did said that.
It's still funny.
Oh, it's really funny.
It's hilarious, but like you still like for the PC, you have to be squeaky clean.
Yeah, I mean, we
especially Disney.
Yeah, I mean, we don't care. I mean, maybe not. Like, again, we don't really care. But like, I'm talking about, like, if we're going to get the director on, like, maybe we can get him to answer questions, like off, like a back and forth via emails or like even like an audio like interview. But I highly doubt we could get him on for like a full episode. Tevin Campbell, maybe.
What about?
You might be able to get him.
I would hope so. It'd be really cool to talk to him.
Yeah, because again, like he made the 2 songs for that movie. I wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder if he wrote anything else. If there are other songs.
Career. He had
No. I meant specifically for a Goofy movie.
Oh, that just didn't make it.
Yeah, like things that just didn't like work out, or like they just didn't fit the theme of the movie that they were going for. Because like getting an Eye to Eye and Stand Out are like 2 very specific songs.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing that someone brought up was the fact that someone theorized that Stand Out actually is a song more for Roxanne than it is Max.
Mm-hmm. Because she liked him too. Like she liked him the entire time, and it's like there was that text post about it.
Yeah. And like obviously it's kind of hard to like bear water, especially since a lot of the movie focuses on Max and his thing. But I had the theory that maybe it is also for her, most specifically due to the fact that like her character wasn't shown at all in Goof Troop. So maybe this is like her it's also her desire, because like maybe Max didn't notice her all of Goof Troop, so she wanted him to notice him.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's a possibility. Also, I wanted to bring up, so is Roxanne the most popular girl in school?
Probably, because that other guy is he's like, hey, you going to Stacy's party or whatever?
Yeah, but that's one dude.
But like he looks like he's popular. He's clearly popular.
He looks like the jock. He looks like the high school jock.
Yeah, he looks like a jock, but like Chad Thundercock could have literally just been like aiming for anyone going to Stacy's party. Like maybe like
But he also is shown making out with another girl when the bell rings at the end of the first song.
Stand out, right?
I know of
After today.
Oh, after today, yeah, after today, yeah. He totally is. Yo, that girl.
He's just trying to dick down multiple women.
Yeah, he probably is. But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like that's like the only indication that we had that she's popular. Like that's what I'm saying. Like we have to think about this. The most popular girl in school. That's an extremely coveted title.
Talk to me, baby.
I love that guy. I wish
Stacy's definitely popular with the nerds with that comment.
Wait, who is?
Stacy?
Oh,
yeah.
Actually, Stacy's probably popular because the entire class was pretty happy when she was on stage.
Stacey,
yeah, because they're gonna see pay-per-view for free.
Like, I feel like we've all met that girl who's like maybe she's a little nerdy. She's got the braces. She dresses real conservatively, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
The hat and everything. But like everybody loves her, like because she's just a
ball of sunshine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like she's like she might not be like Sue, like the most popular girl in school, but she clearly has like a level of popularity.
Yeah, she has some give in school for sure.
But when it comes to like
she has to be. She is the student body president, so she won.
She did win that. But I'm saying like when it comes down to Roxanne, we don't actually know if she does or doesn't. If she is actually, because like people assume that of her, but we have no real evidence proving that either.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
sorry.
It's not like Max is like the most popular. He's kind of it's kind of implied that after today he's kind of like a loser in high school.
Yeah, like also after the concert fail, Stand Out, they're like, "Hey, it's the Goof Kid."
Well, no.
That's what they say when they take off his shades.
Oh well, yeah, but everyone
Stand Out. They're like,
oh. But the thing is, everyone's praising him afterwards. They say that he totally killed it. Like he's like, yeah, again, he's on high because he like not only because Roxanne, he actually got the chance to act out Roxanne, but also due to the fact that the whole school thinks highly of him because he totally nailed that stunt. Remember, they all see him in a positive light after that. And until how long we don't know, but man, I don't know. But yeah, like that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like the way after today implies that like Max is kind of like a loser in school, especially since A, his father's overbearing, and B, his father is goofy, and whether that's because Goofy's famous or the fact that Goofy screws up a lot, we don't know. But like those are things that they bring up.
It's I guess it's implied that at least the way Max sees it is like the things about me that come from my dad, that's what makes everybody like point and laugh at me. Like my the teeth, the laugh, and that's ultimately what made her like him.
Yeah,
that's like with the line, "They've been laughing since I can remember."
Mm.
The oddly threatening line.
Yeah, there's this really funny edit that I found that's called "They've been laughing since I can remember," and it's a scene where like Max goes underneath like the camera frame and comes back up, from that scene on After Today, and the edit edits like he has a couple like Uzis in his hands, and then you just hear them like popping off.
But they're not gonna laugh anymore.
Yeah, literally. Like literally that, and then like he just
not the thing you want to hear somebody say about their school.
Yeah,
After
man.
Today.
Wait.
Going to the electric chair.
When did the Columbine shootings happen?
Oh my god. 95 or 99, I forget which one.
I'll find out right now.
I think 95 though. I only know that because it happened on my birthday.
1999, April 20th.
So yeah, it hadn't happened yet.
Bro, they did it on 420.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, like it didn't happen. So yeah, like that line wasn't threatening back then. Because they don't
Man.
because they don't. Okay, for our foreign listeners, Columbine High School, a school shooting happened there, but that was like a really big one that kind of changed the entire face of school shootings going forward.
Yeah, it brought school shootings into the public consciousness.
Yeah, because
The first like famous one, I'd say.
well, well, no, like there were famous ones before. There were ones that that did happen before, and they had big counts and all that. But like this was the one that really hit national news, especially since they found out that they planted explosives and stuff. So it could have been way worse than it actually was. But yeah, like Columbine was a huge thing. So after that, like people, people were very wary of like bullied kids who wore trench coats because they're part of the trench coat mafia, I think it was, or something. So yeah, like that type of lyric wouldn't have been as threatening in 95 as it would have been in 99. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, like the last time about like the joke with Bradley Uppercuts the third, like launching into the blimp and the blimp crashing, would not have been able to exist in a post 9/11 world.
It's very true. But yeah. But we're over an hour.
Really?
Yeah, I know, right?
How time flies when you're talking about goofy movies.
Yeah, and their related works.
Hold up.
Okay.
Adam told me something before we started, which is he wanted to talk about what characters you would. I guess we've kind of been talking about it, but
go on.
What characters you would add into Kingdom Hearts from a Goofy movie, and how to make it work.
I would say, like, how would you work the Goofy movie into Kingdom Hearts? Because like it'd be funny, like a father-son road trip. It's Sora and Donald are there, but also Pete and PJ would be there, and Pete is like, working for Melissa friend. Oh, I can't say her name.
They could go through the fucking door. It's the cornerstone of light. Remember?
Wait. So not the characters into
how to adapt into Kingdom Hearts.
Goofy movie would be its own world.
Yeah.
Within Kingdom Hearts.
Well, you know what's interesting?
Wish.
You know what?
Yo, you're the chair, man.
Yeah, I know. I can't
skateboard too.
Nigga, it's a fucking shitty chair. I need to buy a new one. Fucking like hey yo, if you want me to get a less shitty sounding chair, help pay me.
We're starting a Patreon. Sir.
Actually,
more episodes.
Actually, I do have an idea. Because Connor, who provided the lovely, fantastic thumbnail for the last episode,
thank you.
He had the legalized cheese t-shirt, and I'm thinking about actually getting those made. Obviously,
if you guys would be interested, we would love to make legalized cheese t-shirts. They're affiliated with the Disney company or.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it would just be purely us. Again, like it's not even Bobby doesn't even say that.
No, he doesn't know. That's my creation, but it is something Bobby would say. That's the last thing I'm gonna say to connect it to.
Yeah, Bobby would be a fan of the Eric Andre show, probably.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, but yeah, so
I would say, well, sorry to cut up, but like I would have like the ending thing would be the darkness inside Max's heart, and like you have to fight like a Heartless personified of like the anger and resentment he has. And like be the final thing for like the final boss, so to speak, in the Goofy movie world.
Well, I was about to say, because there's only one real physical conflict in a Goofy movie, and that's
Bigfoot.
that's Bigfoot. And honestly, in fact, if we're being honest, an extremely goofy movie would probably work better as a Kingdom Hearts world.
Yeah, it'd be more fun. I don't know. Would it? Because
Yeah,
I feel
'cause
like
they-
more.
The Gammas would totally be villains.
Bring back the skateboard.
You know?
And I did already say Sora already knows how to skate.
Yeah, exactly.
He'd be like, "Wow, that's really cool, Max, that you do that."
Hey, Brian,
Hello.
we're recording.
Oh.
Well, we are pretty much finishing up because I think.
Just wrapping up
No,
some
no,
ideas.
no. We're just getting started.
All right,
Alright,
we're going
let me
another
tell you.
hour.
Let
Okay,
me
come
tell
on.
you.
All right, Brian. What if Quentin Tarantino directed Goofy?
I'm pretty sure he did. We saw a couple of feet shots.
Yo, honestly, I wouldn't even be mad.
it's just Once Upon a Time in Hollywood again. It's just Max and Goofy.
Okay. Listen to me. All right, Goofy. The first Goofy movie, best movie in the '90s. All right.
So, Brian, no, go on, Connor.
Real quick, I did want to say, an extremely goofy movie. It's a direct to DVD or direct to video, but it kicks the dog shit out of every other direct to video, like Disney movie I think I've ever seen,
Hey,
except for maybe the 40 Thieves.
The only thing
I was literally
that
about to say 40 Thieves. Yeah.
Yeah, word.
oh, that was a good one.
That
the only
movie-
thing,
that
like,
was also a
holding this-
Father and Son movie.
Yeah. The only
Sorry.
thing I'd say that you sorry, I'm sorry I keep cutting you off. I was gonna say, like, the only thing that says, like, oh, this is direct to DVD is just the animation quality, and even then it's not that bad
No,
for a direct to DVD
that-
thing. It's like if you didn't tell anybody that this didn't come out, if the uninitiated didn't know, you could say this was another theatrical release.
Oh,
yeah. You.
Oh, yeah,
totally-
and which one was the one where Robin Williams came back to be Genie?
That
40
was
Thieves.
40 Thieves.
That was 40
Yeah.
Thieves. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He wasn't in Return of Jafar.
No, he was not.
yeah.
Hello,
Okay.
guys, and welcome to Aladdin podcast. You got
The sequel.
Brian, I think you this will tickle you silly. We were talking about how in the line in the song After Today, Max has the line in the song where it's like, they've been laughing since I can remember. But they're not gonna laugh anymore, and like it's kind of like a really threatening line.
It's
But
very threatening.
but
I think we yeah.
But I was like, wait, when did Columbine happen? And Columbine happened in '99 because like this is something.
Okay, wait. So is this pre or post Columbine? I have to know,
It's
Pre.
pre.
bruh.
a Goofy movie is pre-Columbine, dude.
So like that. So like yet again, like that line is threatening because Columbine brought school shootings into like the forefront.
Mm-hmm.
So back then, probably not as bad.
So what you're telling me is, the Goofy movie is the reason Sam Hyde exists.
You can't keep getting away with it.
Look,
Keep getting away with it.
look. If Sam Hyde needs to shoot,
Goofy's just a conspiracy theorist that thinks every fucking mass shooting has just been the
Max,
same person.
fucking
Sam Hyde.
fucking Sam Hyde.
Max, but Max, the Great Awakening is coming soon, and Trump will
Oh
wash away all
no!
all the pizza
Here.
diggers.
Where we go one, we go all.
fucking Goofy's QAnon. Fuck no.
I don't know about this, Max.
Fuck,
Oh, jeez, my dad's not going to be happy about this.
but fuck.
All right, now the question is,
Uh-huh.
does QAnon exist in the Goofy universe?
Probably not.
No,
There's probably not that many political
No,
scandals.
think about it. Roxanne is just missing.
Roxanne
Oh, God.
Roxanne's missing. Sylvia's missing.
holy
We get fucking that bitch.
no, don't say that.
I need to fucking mark that down again.
Yeah, what?
Also, we have to bleep that word again.
Yeah, we do.
Yo,
Wait,
wait
what
a
do we
minute.
have to-
Did the
what do we
OJ
have to
Simpson?
bleep?
Wait, when did OJ Simpson get like arrested and like or like
Oh,
tried for.
80s.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I thought that was the 90s.
I would say sometime
Really?
around. No, it was the 90s. Yeah.
Or at the very least, the early 90s.
the glove didn't fit over the glove.
Yeah, that's what I say. The glove. You know?
Wait, yeah, it was the 90s because my dad said he remembered watching it on TV in America.
Mm.
Yeah. It was the verdict was put down on October 3rd,
Oh.
1995.
90.
So
Ah,
Goof is post O.J. Simpson trial. It's post People versus O.J. Simpson.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, like so. Yeah. I don't know. Is there anything else to say?
We got off
we
the
didn't even
rails.
get into QAnon in the Goof universe,
I-
which I guess we can hold off for next week.
Yeah, we could definitely hold off until next week for that.
I legitimately want one spin-off episode where we talk about the Aladdin trilogy.
Yeah, we could do a spin-off episode. We could totally talk about the
Pay $5 on our Patreon to hear it.
but, Brian, I was about to say this. Do you want? I'm gonna. You saw the thumbnail that Connor drew for the last episode, right?
No, I didn't.
Oh, dude, it's Bobby wearing a legalized cheese shirt. You want one? Because I'm making,
Oh my god. Sure, I'll take it.
and I'm gonna sell them too. Because I'm gonna give it obviously to everyone who's been a host. So that's So I'm gonna send one to Aaron in Korea.
Jesus, you're gonna spend more
much-
sending that to her than you will just getting the rest of their shirts printed. Probably.
I know.
They're cheap.
But yeah, I can't think of anything else to say. Anything you guys want to say?
I don't know. Like
Shit.
we've gone off the rails pretty hardcore, pretty fast. But there's no rules when it comes to the Goofy Movies podcast.
Yeah, they're really not.
All this one rule is just keep it relevant. And
All right. Yeah. Connor?
No, I mean, I still definitely think that it, like I said, kicks the shit out of most. Because the only other like direct-to-video Disney movies I can think of are like, I don't know, like Mulan 2. Like, who cares?
There's a
Mulan movie.
there's
it was all right. It was pretty good.
are there 3 Mulan movies?
Is there a third Mulan?
I know
I
there's
don't think so.
I know-
I think there's only
so.
2.
There's 3 Cinderella movies.
there are
Yeah.
3
And
Cinderella.
apparently the third one was really good.
I was about to say that. Apparently, the third Cinderella is straight up the best of the direct to DVD like sequels of all the Disney
Really?
direct to DVD. Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah,
because
like-
apparently it goes like super meta.
yeah, apparently it gets super meta, and apparently the prince is just like a weirdo. Like it actually like develops a personality, and apparently his personality is like weird dude.
Maybe I'm basing my opinion because I've seen Pocahontas 2.
Well,
Like when I
oh yeah, the historically accurate Pocahontas.
It's fucking 15 minutes long. She just goes to England and just dies.
Goes to England and fucking dies.
I
Yeah,
thought that was weird.
yeah, it was.
I started crying.
Yeah, I just started crying, and then like the credits ran for 5 minutes, and then like the rest, the next hour was just black screen.
So okay.
Well, what are they trying to teach me with this?
So yeah, okay. So we'll have a spin-off episode or series if we really wanted, talking about direct to DVD sequel Disney movies. Because I think it might be interesting to talk about. Y'all
Mhm.
down for it?
Yeah, I'm down.
Wait, what is
I'm
it?
down the clown.
A spin-off series for us that covers the direct to DVD sequels of Disney movies.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
spin-off
We
of
should
the
do that
spin-offs.
once every like 5 episodes or something like that.
I mean, I could just upload it on a different day of the week, It's like, or whenever you guys want to record, I'm down. Anyway, thank you for listening. Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell icon to get notifications when our podcast pops up. We really appreciate everyone that's listened. Thank you for all dealing with all our bullshit. And thank you for everyone who's given us any time of day. Really appreciated. All right, have a
We
good
do
night,
it all
guys.
for you.
Good night.
Until next time.
Good
Peace
night.
out.
Bye.
All the girls